What up, guys? It's Zaick Wulf from Ghostwulf Underground, and I'm here with...
My name's Kevin Powell.
So we're here at the Dogmatic Confession Store next to the Sherman Theater. This place is called the Anarchist Closet. It is an arcade and punk rock thrift shop, and they were cool enough to let us do this interview in here. So Kevin, I have a few questions for you. What got you into the scene, like doing interviews in media and stuff like that?
Honestly, it was, I don't want to say boredom, but just one of those things. I'm a broadcast journalist from college. It was broadcast communications as my degree for bachelor's. And even in high school, I was in a broadcasting class doing TV, radio. It's kind of what got me into radio from that class in high school back in 2012 now. And from there, I was always curious about, I wonder how this guy got into this band. And then eventually I was like, why don't I just start asking them? So I did. And that's kind of how it snowballed from there. It went back when like Shaylee from Dayshell and Of Mice and Men was back on the YouTube channel. We talked to him then. And it just kept going and going and going. Eventually my vice president of program was like, why don't you do it on the iHeart platform? And then we did. So there we go.
That's awesome. And I see you at all these festivals, and I also see, sorry, I'm plugging a homie. I see another aspiring interviewer like myself, Anna Marie from Mosh Diaries, goes to a lot of the same ones you do.
Oh, yeah.
So I just want to ask for people that are aspiring to like pursue interviews and like going to underground shows and then going to like the festivals, what would some advice be for people just getting into it?
Well, funny enough, someone actually messaged me earlier this morning asking the same exact question. So I'm just going to piggyback off of that. You have to be constantly practicing, whether it be like this with your friends, with your family. You could use ChatGPT nowadays to go back and forth like that. But basically you're always practicing because you never know what opportunity could come up. And if something does come up, you should absolutely take it because someone else will if you don't, or that opportunity will pass by. Getting just a plethora of questions in the back of your head for any given time. Because let's say someone walked in right now. Are you ready to ask whoever this guy is random questions? Well, hopefully, because you have all that prepped and ready to go. Maybe some tours on their way, and maybe you have 5 minutes like this to talk to them. Well, getting those practices in and, just kind of doing what you're doing already is great like that. As far as on the bigger side of things, be ready to talk to people that do not want to talk to you. You have to also think outside the box as far as questions goes, because think of, I talked to Gavin Rossdale from Bush. He's been doing it since hello.
How's it going?
He's been doing it from like 1980s and on. He's been asked every question under the sun. So while he is media trained and ready to go, you don't want to ask him the same stuff he's always been asked. Maybe you do a little research on him beforehand, if you can, or a quick Google search or something. So just be ready to talk to a bunch of diverse people. You will have people that will carry the conversation for you, and you won't have to do much at all, which is awesome. And sometimes you have to really pry it out of people because they're not media trained or they aren't practiced or anything like that. So just talking and practicing is the best advice I can give.
So it's funny you say that because I was just at the first day of Saving Vice's tour. Robbie Litchfield told me this same exact thing. Watch the YouTube videos, practice, practice, practice. And I love the boys in Saving Vice. Fight From Within put me on. I love all of them. They're all my homies. And Vin from American Mosh Pits has been telling me a lot of the same similar things as well.
Yep.
So if everybody's telling the same thing, I guess I got to step my game up. So now we're going to move away from the questions about the interviews. What brought you to start being the vocalist of God's End?
I've always been doing music. Let's go back to high school, right? There's always like the local bands you wanted to do. And really when COVID hit is when I started learning how to record. And from there, you learn your basics and you start watching people like Joey Sturgis and Will Putney, and you start wondering how things go together. Well, I wanted to move away from the low end 8-string. I mean, I have 9 strings, but I don't really play them, and get more hardcore, but not just like terror or anything like that. What's that sound? I really love the HM2. I love that thing. It's the chainsaw tone that Nails and like Harm's Way and all those cool bands have. I think No Cure uses it sometimes too. From there, you know, you just, I mean, when everything was shut down, we had time, right?
Yeah.
So fuck it, you could just play, that riff's cool, keep going. I had a buddy of mine, we used to play in bands together anyways, and he was like, yeah, let's do it. And we just kind of moved on from there. So honestly, it was just thank you, COVID, if we're being honest.
I feel like COVID itself actually, like, because people were just at home, some people it hit them with depression. I feel like others, like, it sparked their creative, like, inspiration and, like, gave them the ability to hone in on their crafts, especially with, like, the government taking care of things. I knew quite a few people who started getting big during COVID. There was actually a website that had artists, like I know Spencer was on it from Ice 9. I knew some of the members of Escape the Fate were on it, that you could get a feature and send them your track and they would work on the future during COVID because people couldn't be in person. I forget the name of the website at the moment, but yeah, no, that's awesome to hear, man. So I'm going to ask one more question and then we'll wrap it up. What are your next plans after this tour, and where do you see yourself going in 2026? Like, what's next for you?
Well, we have an EP done. We have an album done. EP, I just need to finish a couple lyrical things. Writing lyrics and recording lyrics is the hardest thing for me because I just want everything to be perfect and I just constantly redo things. Guitar is easy. You tune it, or bass, you tune it and it's in tune, you play it and it's great. Vocals, you got to warm up, you got to get ready. So finishing recording vocals for EP and album, and we are hoping to at least get the EP out in spring-ish. And don't timeline me because something could happen. You never know. Album, hopefully summer, fall-ish. And, you know, hopefully we see ourselves on these bigger festivals. I keep trying to put my foot in the door that way. And we may or may not have a tour in the works. I mean, there's just a bunch of stuff that's been in the talks, but nothing I can really say concrete yet.
So I have a friend of mine, Mikey Dunn from Who They Fear, and I know he's been aiming to get on Frostfest. It would be really awesome to see you guys on Frostfest.
Where's Frostfest?
Up in Niagara, New York. Like Frostbound Entertainment does it. It's like Fight's neck of the woods and stuff, but it's a pretty big festival up there. I mean, it'd be cool to see you guys on the bigger festivals and stuff like that. I would definitely go. I've been driving to like Maryland, North Carolina and stuff for shows. Shout out Mindy Jackson from Dying Oath, because like I drove all the way down to North Carolina to see her. Yeah. But I'm Zaick Wulf from Ghostwulf Underground.
I'm Kevin Powell from God's End.
And we are at the Anarchist Closet right next door to the Sherman Theater in Strasburg, PA. Thank y'all. Have a good day.